morning. Welcome back again with the topic derivative. So, the miscellaneous exercise of this chapter is left. Few questions are left and few I had there after yesterday solved. So, question number 14, let me take. He says if x time 1 plus y time 1 plus x equals to 0 and value of x is given as it lies between -1 and 1, and I have to prove the result dy upon dx, and this equals to minus time 1 plus x its whole square. So this is a question and I have to prove the result. So let x time 1 plus y plus y time 1 plus x equals to 0. So I can transfer the one variable from left side to right side. If I square both the sides, so x square into 1 plus y will equal to y square into 1 plus x. If I multiply x square y equal to y square plus x y square. So if I transfer these two terms on from left to right side, this will equal to 0. Here I can write x plus y, x minus y. From here x, y can be taken outside. X minus y will left here. So this is common factor, and inside this will left. This is equal to 0. Now x minus 1 cannot be equal to 0. So therefore x plus y plus xy equals to 0. So if I take y common from here, so this will be the term, and I can say y time 1 plus x equals to minus x, or y equal to minus x upon 1 plus x. Now I have to find the value of dy upon dx. So differentiate with respect to x, dy upon dx equal to d upon dx of minus x 1 plus x. So I have to differentiate this. So dy upon dx will equal to, here it is a case of derivative of quotient of two functions, and this formula is known to you. Number of times we have solved questions using this formula. So this will be 1 plus x its whole square, 1 plus x here into d upon dx of minus x, minus time minus x into d upon dx of 1 plus x. So this will equal to 1 plus x whole square. Now here 1 plus x into derivative of minus x, it is minus 1, minus here minus x into derivative of 1 plus x, its derivative is 0, its derivative is 1. So 1 here. So minus 1 here, minus x here, plus x here over 1 plus x whole square. So plus minus x, they will cancel each other. So 1 plus x whole square. So this is the value of dy upon dx. So that means dy upon dx equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. So in this way, this question is to be solved. Next question. From the same exercise, this was 14th. So next question is, he says x raised to power x minus 3 plus x minus 3 is power raised to power s square, and x is greater than 3. You have to find the value of dy upon dx, that is its derivative. So let y equal to x square minus 3, x minus 3 raised to power x square. If I put this as u and this as v, so dy upon dx will equal to du upon dx dv upon dx. That this is equation first. So next I will find the value of du upon dx and dv upon dx. So u is equal to, I have put this x raised to power x square minus 3, and at the same time the value of v is equal to x minus 3 raised to power x square. So from here I can find du upon dx, and from here I can find dv upon dx. So if I take log of both sides, so log of x raised to power x minus 3, log of u, this exponent can be written in base. So differentiate with respect to x both sides. So this will be 1 upon u du upon dx equals to d upon dx of x square minus 3 into log of x. So this will equal to du upon dx u time this, I multiply this. So this will the first function into second function. So first function into derivative of second function, that is 1 from x, plus second function into derivative of first, that is 2x. So this will be du upon dx, u, value of u, it is x square minus 3 times x square minus 3 upon x plus I can write 2x log x. So this is the value of du upon dx. In the same way, here again I try to find the value of dv upon dx. So if I take log both sides, this will be log of x minus 3 raised to power x square, and this I can write as x square log of x minus 3. So log b equal to x square log x minus 3. Differentiate this. This will be 1 upon y dv upon dx. This is equal to d upon dx of x square log of x minus 3. So here dv upon dx equal to v time its derivative, again product rules, first function into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. So dv upon dx equals to v time, value of v is x minus 3 raised to power x square into x square upon x minus 3 plus 2x into log of x minus 3. So this is the value of dv upon dx. Now both the values are known to me. I can put here both values. First, this value, this is here. So I put this value x raised to power x square minus 3 into x square minus 3 upon x 2x log x plus the second value dv upon dx. This is x minus 3 x square into x square upon x minus 3 plus 2x into log of x minus 3. So this is the final answer. So 2 more questions are left. So next is again dy upon dx. We have to find value of y. It is given as 12 times 1 minus cos t, and value of x is given as 10 times t minus sin t. Value of t lies between pi by 2 minus and plus pi by 2. You have to find value of dy upon dx. So this is the case of parametric differentiation. So one exercise has already I solved. There were 5 to 6 questions in that exercise. So this is the question of parametric differentiation. So if I differentiate this with respect to the parameter is t. So this will equal to d upon dt of, so this is a constant 12 can taken outside. So this will equal to 12 times derivative of 1, it is constant 0, and derivative of cos, it is minus sin t. So this will become sin t. So dy upon dt, its value is 12 times sin t. In the same way, here I have differentiate with respect to t, both sides, dx upon dt, 10 can taken outside, t minus sin t. So this will equal to 10 times derivative of t, it is 1, and derivative of sin, it is cos t. So dx upon dt value is 10 times 1 minus cos t. So both values I have found. Now dy upon dx can be written as dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. So in parametric derivative exercise, the same formula was used. The value of this is 12 sin t, and value of this is 10 times 1 minus cos t. This is equal to 6 upon 5 sin t and 1 minus cos t. So this can further be written as sin t can be written as 2 sin of t by 2 cos t by 2, and here the formula of cos t is written 2 sin square t by 2. So this will be equal to 6 upon 5 2 sin t by 2 cos t by 2 over 1 minus 1 plus 2 sin square t by 2. 1 and 1 cancel, 2 cancel. So 6 upon 5. So sin of t by 2 cos t by 2 upon, instead of sin square I can write sin t by 2 sin t by 2. So sin and sin will cancel. So 6 upon 5 and cos t by 2 upon sin t by 2. So this I can write 6 upon 5 cot of t by 2, and this is the value of dy upon dx. So in this way, this parametric type question was to be solved. So one question is left. That is the 13th question. So this is the last question. After this, miscellaneous exercise is over. So I am doing this last question. question is again value dy upon dx is to be found out, and question says y is equal to sine inverse x plus sine inverse under root of 1 minus x square. The value of x lies between 0 and 1. So this is the 20th question and last question. Here, if I put x equal to sine theta, that means theta equal to sine inverse x. So y will be equal to sine inverse x plus sine inverse 1 minus, instead of x square I can write sine square theta, and this will equal to sine inverse x sine inverse under root of, it is cos square. So this will equal to sine inverse x sine inverse plus here, so cos theta here. So this, on further simplification I can write, so this is cos theta, I can write this as sine of pi by 2 minus theta. So this will sine inverse x plus sine and sine will cancel, so only pi by 2 minus theta is left, and this is the value of theta. So value of y, so y is equal to, they cancel each other, pi by 2, and if I differentiate dy upon dx, this is constant, and the derivative of constant, it is 0. So that means dy upon dx 0. So this finishes your miscellaneous exercise of derivative. So for today it is sufficient. So next time I will take the next chapter, that is application of derivatives. So this is next time. For today this is sufficient. So for okay, till next time.